All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 824 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Wow. Well, thank you guys for being here. It is getting closer. We are officially, 12 days away from Christmas, right?
I think that's what I counted. Yes.
We are heading down the partridge in a pear tree time, right? Yeah.
That's what I hear.
We just get a church in a pear tree. What is it, like 376 items or something like that?
164. I only remember because it was keyword associations. A day shy of the year.
364 items. So, anyways, all right. So, thank you guys for being here. My name is Andy. I am the guy that miscounts the partridge in the pear tree song, but I bet you all didn't know there was 364 of those things. I was like last year I learned that, but you're not here for my Christmas song recollection. You're not here for any of that trivia. You know, you're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too get a pass notice. So it's going to be a good one tonight. Like I said, we're going to do test taking techniques. We're going to give you those skill sets, those tips, tricks, and techniques to help you break down, get a pass notice, because that's what it's all about. So that way you guys can dance around the tree and
with your partridge.
With your partridge and your pass notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Partridges and pass notices.
Deck the halls with IRAs.
Pass.
Oh. Or with Christmas pass notices?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it's with IRAs that you just write up because you were just fully licensed.
All I know, guys, is that we're helping our kids with their homework, and we are coming up with some awesome names of some buildings.
Math homework. They have to build like a city, and when they have to name buildings that are named after shapes.
They don't like art.
I told my son to name his after 49ers players. So I have Purdy Square. I think that was an awesome building name, but he didn't go for it.
Knocked me off the couch. It was so funny.
I was like, Purdy Square. All right. Anyway, we could do this all night. All right, let's go, Brandy. Let's get this thing going. Hey, it's never been a better time to be a member because we got some great stuff coming your way. This Saturday, mark it on your calendars, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think about that time, right? 9 or 10?
I thought we said 8 because that way we get
8 a.m. Sorry. Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be having something up on all the different mediums and medias and Patreons to give you that reminder, and I'll be putting it into the Google Calendar tonight. I'll be adding it to the events later. 8 a.m. Saturday. You don't want to miss it. We're doing what? How many hours?
I think we decided on 3 or 4 hours.
It'll be about 3 to 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go over content.
Yes.
We're going to be doing some techniques.
Yes.
We're going to be doing Q&A.
Yeah.
For which exams?
I think for the most part, I'm going to take a consensus of anybody who is like testing in the next couple of weeks, but I feel like it's mostly going to be like SIE or 65s. I feel like that's the consensus that I'm getting in the next couple of weeks.
Even if it's a 65 question, if you're studying the SIE, it's going to pertain to you. So it doesn't matter. SIE pretty much is every exam.
Yeah.
So guaranteed, we're going to go over SIE content no matter what on Saturday.
I actually think somebody said the 26 as well. So like, guys, I feel like it's anybody who's kind of testing in the next couple weeks.
We're going to have content for everyone.
Yes, content for everyone.
I don't know about what she's talking about, but we're going to have content for everyone. If you got questions, because you got an exam coming up, I would be there. We're going to go over techniques to help you out. So it's going to be our first run at a review. So this is going to be our mock-up review that we're going to be running every month from here on out as we change our Kona system. We will have that whole thing debuted soon. But we're going to be switching up our whole program come January. I think you guys are going to like it. But this is part of it. So we're going to give you guys a sneak peek for all the members. This Saturday, 8 a.m. will be done before lunch. Yeah. We do a real review. I've always hated these these sneaky review study preps do, where they go, it's a review. No, it's not a review because you're going through every single thing in about 72 hours. I could have done that myself and just read the book. You know what I mean? That's not a review. I just want to know the hot topics. I want to know the hot zones. I want to know some skills, and I want to be able to get some questions answered to help me out. Cause I always got some questions of my own, right? The things that I'm like lacking in, let me have that time. So That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a real review come Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, you're in luck. That means you get to sleep in a little bit.
Yes.
So if you're on the West Coast, you'll be done before lunch.
Right.
So you have the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I think that does work out for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So 8 a.m. And then we will, well, like I said, we will be doing more of these, but this is our first test run. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah.
All right.
All right. If
Yeah.
you're not a member and you want to join in all that, now's the time. Scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat, get signed up on Patreon on that members link, and join up. So choose the program that's best for you. Watch the orientation, explains it all. We got the live sessions. We still have the self-study program that we have, the 21-day plan that gets you through it. We have the study guides, SIE 663. That follows our videos and audios perfectly, but you can use them outside of that. And then just use that as a great guide to help you out in what you need to know for these exams. Kona Community Discord, that is where you can meet up, ask questions. You got content questions, you got questions on the quizzes that you're taking. Stuff ain't lining up for you. Go over there on the Discord. Brandy will help you out, or if you got anything that has to do with Patreon, whatnot, just let me know over there as well. Speaking of which, 866 Hey Kona. That is a great phone number if you want me to call you back. Like it's 1996, back when phones only did phone calls, they didn't do texting. I'll call you back. I know it's crazy. These kids today, they're like, what? Phones only called? Yes, they only called. They didn't do any text at all.
No.
It was bananas.
Great.
It's crazy. Hey, do you know what happens when you weren't home and someone tried to get hold of you?
You weren't home.
You weren't home. That was it. That was it.
Hey, I tried calling you earlier.
Yep, I wasn't home. And they go, yeah, you weren't home. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Anyways, if you want to text me though, I'm on the Insta, I'm on the Telegram, I'm on the Discord, the Patreon. Reach out over there. Or if you want to be, man, I know the kids hate this, but if you want to send me an email, you can do that too. They're like, what's an email? Who does that? I know.
Ow.
Remember when we were so excited when we could do email? We used to make fun of like our parents because they still did snail mail.
Yeah.
We're like, why are you doing postage?
What is this electronic mail?
Oh man. Yeah, you leave a message on the machine.
Right.
True story. All right, live session happening tomorrow for the 65. You didn't use the right graphic, but I won't pick on you. It is your question. It is your question for the Series 65 tomorrow. Your question Wednesday.
Pretty though.
It is pretty, but I don't get to use it because you keep doing your question Wednesdays.
I have been having some good questions posted on the message board.
I know. I haven't been able to debut that one yet.
I know, but I did.
So anyways, that's my new graphic, guys.
It's pretty.
It is, but it's for the Series 65. Your question Wednesday. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's going to be a hoot.
It's gonna be a hoot and a nanny. Put them together, you're gonna have a hoot nanny. It's gonna be great.
A hoot and nanny.
All right, bring your questions. Brandy's got the answers. 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. All right, Brandy, you ready to go? Let's go.
I am.
All right, we're not wasting no time tonight. Test taking techniques Tuesday.
Yay.
This is where we do give you those skills that pays the bills. Hey, I have another great announcement. This is the holiday. This is the season for the reason for the season or something like that. I don't know. This is the season to give, right? So the last week of December, we are going to be doing nothing but test taking techniques for all our members all week long.
Yes.
We're just going to do just like session after session every week. So every day.
Yes.
To end out the season.
Yeah.
Out the year.
Yes.
So that's how we're going to bring in the new year. We're going to be up in Seattle. We're still doing live sessions. We're not canceling. We're still going to do the Studying Brew as far as I'm concerned. I don't remember what days it falls on. But we're still going to do everything as normal.
For Wednesday and Thursday we can, but I don't think we are Monday and Tuesday. I got to look at our flights.
We'll let you know. So Studying Brew might be canceled, but we're going to have live sessions somehow.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. But we're going to double up on the test taking techniques. We're going to have the review on Saturday. So we're really going to give like a lot to getting these things done. Because like I said, I want to end the year with some pass notices, or I want to start off the year with a massive amount of people passing. I want to make a statement. You know what I mean? I want you guys to make a statement as well. Because that's it. So let's get into test taking techniques Tuesday. This is our free session. This is our 30 minutes of free.
Yes.
This is where we go ahead and give you guys those skills that pays the bills. So what we're gonna do is we got rules of test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number one: you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. Too many times we get caught up in like this the sophisticatedness, the sophistication of the question, the words, the vocabulary, and then sometimes we're just like, did I even study that? And then we question what we're doing with our
Question. I like to say sometimes we question life.
we sit there and question life. Like, what am
Mhm.
I even doing right now? I sat there for I don't know how long. I don't remember any of this, and we trip out. Guys, I don't want you to do that. I want you to pay attention to how Brandy's breaking it down because what we're trying to show you here, it doesn't matter what questions that are asked to you.
Mhm.
There's a way to break down almost every question in a simple way. There's a great way to just take these questions down and just disarm them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And just take it down to the most simplistic. And that's what Brandy's going to do. She's going to look at the answers first. We always look at answers first. So that way we read the questions with intent. So if you are a triple, quadruple, 5-time reader offender, guys, look at the answers first. It'll help you out in not doing that as much. Also, we're going to show you how to look for those keywords, right? Brandy way.
Mhm.
You're going to look for those patterns in the answers. She's going to look for those opposites, those similars, all that stuff, and maybe just a little bit of content. But I will say this, probably most of the questions on here tonight, you will not even need securities knowledge really to answer them. Brandy's going to make it that easy.
Yeah.
Rule number 2 is you don't want to be an Allen Iverson. You got to practice. You got to practice. So right after we're done here, we want you to go get yourself a 10-question flash quiz, 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought. Just knock it out. This is a drill that we do just to sharpen it, just to make sure that we're not overthinking, not doing too much of that, right? We're just going with our gut. We're just going with the first one and just going for it.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, let's get going, Brandy. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay. Sorry. All right, guys. I know Andy starts with D. I have trained myself to just start with
You know
A
why I start with D?
because
Because I have to follow a structure. I can't start in the middle. I have to start either at the beginning or the end.
and you know what, guys? I have looked at quiz questions for so many years, even when I was studying, that I had to keep myself entertained. So I actually sometimes would even start with B. I'd start with the shortest. Doesn't matter. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. He starts with D. I start with A. For you, it doesn't matter, but start with the answers. Okay.
Woohoo!
Yes. All right. A, Jacobs can't do this on behalf of his firm, but he can do it with one of his own accounts.
Hmm.
B, acting on Kelly's request would constitute market manipulation. Okay, so I'm going to look for, here's my flag. I'm going to look for something bad. Okay. He needs to check with his compliance department to see if firm policy allows him to do this. Guys, if you have to check with compliance, might be bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that might be bad. And then D says, because he's not an investment professional, Kelly would not be violating securities laws if he did this himself. Guys, this has bad written all over it. Do you guys see that?
Yeah, that's bad.
It's got a bad negative tone to it everywhere. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because look.
Oh, last night, Eric said something about, on his exam, there's so many scenarios and so long. And Jason Croft was on and he was like, dude, I just start at the end of the question.
Right. Well, the end of this question
And kind of work it backwards.
What should Rory's response be? Guys, look, we're saying that there's probably something bad happening. So look at our answers again. If there's something bad happening, wouldn't the most simple answer be B?
Yeah.
Right? Guys, if you have to check with compliance, if you can't do it with your firm, but you could do it on your own, if you if it says you're not a securities professional, so you're not violating any laws, bad is bad is bad is bad. Does that make sense? Bad is bad is bad is bad. It's just bad.
The worst of all of them.
Yeah, that's it. It's just bad. And guys, that's exactly it.
If you were on the real exam, I would go through the question and just confirm it. By the way, Joanna put, when I was studying, I'd start with DY to slow me down to read bottom to top, help me pay closer attention to the answer choices. So that was what Joanna said.
Yeah. No, and she's right. She's right. You guys got to do what you got to do to make sure you see all the works. And guys, and there's your bad right there. The client asks the rep to enter some buy orders on behalf of his firm so that the price of the stock will rise so Kelly can sell it at a better price. Bro, that's you can't do
You can't do that.
that. Hey, can you act like you're trading?
Pretend.
Yeah, that's okay.
Pretend like you are.
Yeah. All right. So A says all US government securities are issued in book entry form. B says corporate bonds have always been issued in electronic form. All US government securities are issued in physical paper certificates. And I'm going like this. Really? Paper?
Always like paper these days. Is everything issued in paper today?
And then D says corporate stocks can only exist in electronic form. So
Oh, it's
yes,
the opposite of DSE, right? One saying only paper, one saying only electronic.
look at that, guys. And then B and D say corporate bonds, and the other one says corporate stocks. So the answer has to be either A or C. Well, most of the time is either A or C. And the simple fact that we're questioning C makes us believe that, guys, it's 2023. We feel like A definitely makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
So, some issuers in electronic form, or some issuers issue securities in electronic form, while others, oh my gosh, you guys
Some
need help.
issuers issue securities in electronic form, while some securities have been issued in physical form. Which of the following statements is true in relation to electronic or physical form?
So you guys want to know why I stumbled on that question? Because I didn't read it,
What? But you got it right.
but I got it right. See, sorry, I forgot to tell you guys, I happy faced the A. Sorry.
That's why it's true.
Guys, all I did was I got it down to A or C. C seemed weird because it was paper. I happy faced A. I saw the true. I clicked on A. It was correct. Sorry.
So if you want to know,
I skipped a step.
so if you want to know the Brandy way, that was it. Literally saw the true, look for the happy statement, done.
Yeah, I literally, guys, I didn't like that's why it tripped me up because I didn't even read it.
So if you want to get speed in your answering, that's how she does it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to knock out 85 questions in 7 minutes, that's how you do it.
All right. Okay. To require certain disclosures in initial public offerings, to restrict initial public offerings to institutional investors and insiders, to protect the integrity of the public offering process and to protect public investors, or to prevent insiders of issuers from participating in the secondary market. Yes. I got
Require, restrict,
disclosures,
protect, prevent.
prevent. Okay. Now, I'm going to say that this one's actually different because this one talks about protecting public investors and the integrity. Guys, that is a good test word.
So we can almost mark C without even looking at the question, just based on the fact that it is so right. Does that make sense? It sounds so right.
Doesn't it sound good?
It sounds legit. If you were reading this, you're like, oh, that sounds legit.
Like that
Can get
sounds. And guys, to be honest with you, every rule that you're studying in securities is because of C. It's because to protect the integrity and protect public investors. That's literally why we have every rule that we have. Restricting, preventing the same.
no.
No, and honestly, the B and D are not really opposite because it says restrict public offerings and to prevent insiders. So I think that's different. It does sound legit, right? Too legit to quit.
Too legit. Too legit to quit. Hey, hey.
All right. Can be a commercial bank, must be a broker dealer, can never be a corporation, or can be a bank or corporation only if there's a broker dealer. Come on, guys.
So we got the Mona.
We've got Mona.
B, C, and D all got Mona. A does not.
Right? Mona is must, only, never, or always. These are usually not true.
So I bet you the question has an except.
Right?
Or a true or something like that.
Exactly. question about clearing offices. I like how he said offices. I like how he just kept it generic. A clearing corporation,
Huh.
agent, or depository for securities transactions. Let's go with the one that says the can, right? Says the can. And there we go.
That's it. Look,
Not much thinking.
guys, sometimes that's all the time you got.
Mhm.
If you're up against it and time's running out, and guess what? This is the best way you get a nice, good guess on this, right? We're not even really reading it.
You don't have to think. I think that's the other thing too, guys, is that we don't have to think. Is it a commercial bank?
I don't
Does
know.
it have to be a broker dealer?
Look, Eric knew it was some sort of clearing thing, but you could have got that right just by looking at the words must, never, and only. Those are automatic outs. A is it. I don't even know what they're saying anymore.
Exactly. Is that though? Okay. All right. I have stock acquired by a corporate affiliate in a private placement. I have unregistered stock acquired by a corporate affiliate in a stock option program. So already I see that A and B are special because we're talking about private placements, which aren't exactly like an everyday thing. Stock options, again, normal, but not an everyday thing. Unregistered stock acquired by a non-affiliate under an investment letter. Well, I don't even know what that is, but it's not normal. And then you have stock acquired in the over-the-counter market by a corporate affiliate. This is probably the most regular trading.
Very pedestrian.
Yes.
They went
Yeah.
basically. It's saying the business went to Rite Aid and got some Tylenol.
Got some Rite Aid brand Tylenol,
Yeah, whoop de doo.
right?
Right?
So D is not special. It's just everyday business, right? Which of the following sell transactions not subject to the holding period restrictions specified in a rule? Right? How about the one that's not special? You guys see that?
Yep.
What's not special? The one that's acquired over the counter.
That's not special. There's nothing special about over the counter.
For those of you who picked A, because not all of you picked A. I mean, a lot of you picked
Okay,
A.
I will say this. I'll make it even simple before Brandy even says it. A can't be special if it's private. If you have something private, isn't that special? Like you have the private spa, you have the private suite, you have the private. You think of all the things in your life that are private and they sell it as special. And then over the counter. That's almost like, dude, you're like broke, dude. You can't even afford the name brand. You're getting the generics, right? Hey, we're all there, right? Even we all know that's even better, right?
I like how you just related it though. That's funny.
Right? But it is. It's nothing special. It's just basic,
Mhm.
right? When we were kids, they had the brown bag or the brown
The
label.
brown label.
Literally, guys, this is back in my day. You could go in the beer area and they would literally have a box that was brown and it said beer on it.
Yeah, guys, it literally said beer.
That was it. No name, no nothing. Beer. That's over the counter. Nothing special.
Yeah.
So if you ever get that all confused, that's just a one way to kind of relate it. I know there's content behind it. I know there's like all this stuff, but that's how I keep it.
But I mean, yes, there was, but no, there's not. Because if it's not special, it's not private placement, it's not an option program, and it's not this weird letter thing. Those are A, B, and C are all special. So that's why we have a specific rule. That's why there's a holding restriction.
Right.
Okay. Like the special clubs.
The private club.
I feel like
Would you like a private booth?
I feel like y'all need to stop thinking. I think you guys think too much.
Think way too much. Putting way too much content.
Based on last night and tonight, you guys are thinking way too hard about securities content, which is odd, right? Coming from people who are coaching you on
I think
security.
less.
Think less.
I think I live my life by thinking less. The doctor said, "How are you so stressed? How are you managing your stress?" I go, "I think less."
Kind of true. A registered rep in training, a principal of a firm who does not deal directly with the public, a non-registered person who handles and distributes incoming mail, Or D, a non-registered person. Like, wait a minute. I saw that there. No. So look, now we have the opposites again, right? Now we have the opposites again, or similar, because we're both talking about unregistered, right? And I have handles and distributes mail, or answered phone calls and takes messages, right?
A principal of the firm who does not deal directly with.
Now, let's look at this. Okay, let's look at this. If you're a principal,
Yes.
that means you're registered.
Yes, you have to be.
This person is registered.
Yes.
Now, it doesn't matter if they don't deal directly with the public or not, but they're registered because they're a principal.
Yes, that means that they passed their licenses
Correct. And are actively licensed.
and actively licensed.
A non-registered person is non-registered.
They don't have to be registered. No,
No securities.
none. They could be the secretary opening my mail.
Exactly. And guys, you're forgetting one of the most fundamental patterns out there. When you guys see two statements that start the same, more times than not, the answer is going to be C or D.
Yep.
More times than not. Okay. So you can.
Randy's registered. Andy is the non-registered.
Right. So, keeping with that analogy, which of the following persons would not need to be fingerprinted?
Don't fingerprint me, bro.
I'm registered, therefore fingerprinted. He's not registered,
right.
therefore not. Okay. But look, we have two that are not. Andy does answer the phone. So which one is now this one you guys are going to find, this one's a deep cut, but think about this. Which one has the least amount of involvement in possibly touching money?
Well, if you put
or
touching on there,
securities?
I'm just saying, hello, Randy Investments. Can I take your order? Can I direct your phone call?
Right. In some cases, guys,
Say order. Can I direct your phone call?
yeah, guys, in some cases, if the broker dealer does accept checks or securities in the mail, that person who's opening that mail will need to be fingerprinted.
I can't touch it.
But if your broker dealer doesn't do that, then you don't need to worry about that.
Bum, ba-da-dum,
But the
ba-dum.
answering the phone calls or taking messages is the most basic thing you could do. You are not getting fingerprinted.
Yep. The registered rep has to literally come out and slap the mail right out of your hand.
Don't open that.
You're not fingerprinted.
We need somebody who's fingerprinted.
Drop the letter.
Right.
But they'll definitely tell you to go answer the phone.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that was the main program, but I do want to show you guys this question because
Do your hair look cute. Go answer the phone. See, that's how Brandy talks to me.
No, do not talk that way. All right, guys. Yes, I love it. You guys are all catching. I saw this one and oh, the answer is D. Sorry, I forgot to clear it.
I thought we made it clear, but okay, no.
I forgot to clear it. Not fingerprinted, the one who answers the phones.
D.
Yeah. All right, guys. I love that people are already catching on to the denial.
Denial.
Bro, denial. I love
There's
that.
not a river in Egypt.
I laughed when I saw that because you don't understand. Like, life is crazy busy right now towards the end of the year, and I'm pulling questions today, and I saw denial, and I went, that's funny.
That's probably the answer.
Actually, no.
I'm just kidding.
Because I mean, this one you do need a little bit of content for, right? GDP turned negative in the first quarter, is negative again in the second quarter, the economy experiencing, right? So yeah, so I got my first, I got my second. Depression is too crazy, right? That's deep, right? Stagflation is not negative.
Stagnant water, that means you're just going nowhere.
Well, it's weird, right?
Well, I mean, you'd have to go somewhere. I mean, with the question saying you're going somewhere,
exactly,
going down,
right? So, guys,
that's not staying, in one place,
right? So the answer was recession, but I was just
funny
laughing because it said denial. So I was like, I have to pull this question because, guys, sometimes we give some study preps a really hard time because we don't understand why they ask the questions that they ask, but then they throw in this little hilariousness right here, and yeah.
All I'm just saying is you could get that right just by a process of elimination. Denial, silly. Stag. Look, if it's it's just stagnant water. It means it'd have to go nowhere. It's going somewhere, going down. But depression is too much.
Right.
Think less.
Think less. And guys, I think we proved it tonight. Relax and have fun. If there's anything that I could do for you guys, it's just to relax.
Relax. Take it easy, man.
Chill out, bro.
Chill. Don't think.
Take
Think
the
less.
pill. Take the chill.
Be like Andy. Think less.
Metaphorically. Dude, that's the shirt.
Be like Andy. Think less.
Be like Andy. Think less.
That's right. You keep your stress down. Think less. You stressing out about these exams? Think less. I'm telling you guys, the content, don't trip out on it. Don't stress out on it. You guys got to relax or you're not going to get this thing done. I'm going to tell you, positive mental attitude wins every day. Someone messaged me today and they were like, look, I'm on my third attempt. This is going to be my last. This is my last attempt. And then I have to wait my 6 months. And I said, wrong. This is not your last attempt. This is not your last attempt until you stop trying. That's your last attempt. When you stopped attempting, that's your last attempt. That's just your third attempt. Positive mental attitude.
PMA.
If you focus on negative thoughts, you will get negative results. If you focus on positive results, you will get positive results. Positive vibes always, in every little part of it. Stay focused on the things that you want to happen, not the things that you don't want to happen.
Don't focus on the knots. Focus on the wants.
Whoa. Exactly. When someone asks you, what happens if I fail? I'm going to tell you right now, their brain is not focused on the right thing. Focus on what happens when I pass. That's what you need to worry about. That's where your focus is. Already one step ahead, not backwards. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here for Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Remember, Saturday, we've got our awesome review going on. We're going to have test taking techniques. We're going to have content. We're going to have questions and answers, all exams, 8 a.m. to noon, a real review. Nothing crazy. We're going to have everything, something for everyone, just for the members. So if you're not a member, get in on that. We're giving away a lot of our time and a lot of effort this month for all the members as we go into January. So you definitely want to be there. Tomorrow, just as a reminder, live session, Series 65, your questions. Brandy was going to answer them just for you. And then we got the Studying Brew happening tomorrow night. It is our Content Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'm not even sure what Brandy's going to teach tomorrow, but it's going to be for free.
It's going to be amazing.
So be there or be square. All right, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Implement the techniques in your next quiz. Take those flash quizzes. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Good night.